17-month-old girl was taken to the hospital with 10 burns, located on her face, back, chest, finger, buttocks, arms, and legs. The burns were perfect circles. It was determined by doctors they were intentional.
And so I had my niece all day long, and then about 6 o'clock that evening, I left to run errands with my family members. After that, I went to see a friend, and I went to go see my sister later about midnight or so. The next morning when I woke up, my boyfriend had told me that my niece had something on her face. And then at the end of the whole investigation, they took my son into custody.
And why'd they do that?
They said because, you know, he was the father, and at the point that we were living together, and my son was there too.
How could you let it happen to
I didn't let anything happen to her.
So you just left her for 6 hours while she was burned. You know he did this. You know what he's capable of. You know what he's capable of.
What?
He's put his hands on you. What makes you think he wouldn't have done it to my daughter?
You left 2 little babies, one who happens to be your own son, one that happens to be your niece, and you left your house to go buy marijuana.
Yeah.
Did you know this part of the story? You didn't know this part of the story. How come you don't know that? Why would you lie to the police?
Lie to the police about what?
Your story. According to court documents we have, you told the police the burns were from metal buttons on a child's PJ that were adjacent to a heater, but the doctor said the burns were likely from a hollow circular object. Did you burn your niece? No. You said no. You were asked, do you know for sure who burned your niece that weekend? You said no. Are you covering for Fernando? You answered no. And the results for all the questions is that you told the truth. You passed, which we're all glad for, but you're still guilty of bad judgment. For some reason, if he fails this lie detector test, what action will you take?
I won't be with him.
You won't be with him.
No.
Did you burn Jasmine's daughter while she was in your care? You answered no. The results for that question is you told the truth. Do you know for sure who burned Jasmine's daughter? You answered no. And the results for that question is you did not tell the truth.
What?
What kind of animal burns a baby, right? Who does it? You might not even give a damn, but you know what? You're almost as bad as the guy that took the pipe and stuck it on that little girl.
David.
The Rebirthing of Candace Newmaker, Part 1. This is the heartbreaking story of how a 12-year-old girl was killed during a controversial therapy treatment. Jean Newmaker adopted Candace when she was 5 years old. For years, Jean tried to bond with Candace, but Candace showed no signs of forming any attachments with her or anything else around her for that matter. The girl showed signs of reactive attachment disorder, playing with matches and even killing her pet goldfish. For years, Jean took Candace to many therapy sessions to no avail. Then, in 2000, Jean heard of an intensive form of therapy called rebirthing, offered by a therapist in North Carolina. This treatment was a 2-week-long intensive therapy session, costing the mother $7,000. Deciding the price was worth it, Jean took her daughter to North Carolina and began this 2-week-long session. Candace started showing improvements during week 1, but the worst was yet to come in week 2.
I'm 17 years old. Prostituting is the way I get by. My son, at the age of 16, I didn't feel comfortable at home, and it's just an easier way of getting money. Each night, I usually make ranging from 400 to 800. I've been raped. I'll get hit, choked a little. I don't want to do it for long. I just want to get help. I've been trying to get out of this for a long time, but I started prostituting when I was 16. My mother, she really hasn't been there.
And what makes you uncomfortable at home?
My mother and her her husband.
What is it going to take for you to stop prostituting, for you to stop going out on the streets, and get you to go back home and go to school?
My mom needs to support me, like with going to school, for instance. I've been asking her to enroll me to school. She can't do it. She don't want to do it.
No,
You're the
it's
reason
not
I'm doing
at
this.
all.
Yes, you are.
No, it's not.
Yes, you
Stop
are.
lying to
Yes, you
yourself
are.
and get it together, girl. Get it together. You don't have to be out there.
She's being beaten. She's being raped. She's 17 years old. Get your ass out on the streets and drag her home. Here's a strange man coming into a relationship, coming into the house, and he's saying, hey, you want some bucks? You know, what are you going to do for it? You know, come on. There's no misinterpretation of that. He's making sexual comments. You married a guy that was making sexual advances on your daughter. Why are you not as outraged as I am?
This is totally wrong.
Your daughter sees a man and runs off stage. Isn't that something, hey, warning, warning. And I gotta ask you, what the hell are you doing saying these comments to this young lady?
Hey, there was not sexual intent.
Oh, really? When
No,
you
it
say you
wasn't.
want
No,
some
it
money,
wasn't.
what are you gonna do for it?
Yeah, wash the dishes, clean the
Oh, really?
house.
If you're gonna prostitute, keep it in the family?
I'm joking with her, because I was joking with her.
You're joking with the
it
young
wasn't-
girl about
and, you know, it
prostitution.
wasn't about no prostitution.
That's what you just said.
I
You're
didn't say
joking
that.
around about it.
I don't feel comfortable at home with him here. I would never accept him, no matter what.
Okay, I understand.
And in order for me to move on with my life or anything, it's just, if you help me move on, be there for me.
How about saying, come home to me, and I'm gonna make sure you're never beaten again. I'm gonna make sure you're never
She's
raped again.
she never-
I'm gonna give you a safe place. I'm gonna get you in school.
Passionate to be here today because I want to make it clear that this racial profiling that is going on needs to stop. Comes to find out, the booster is in the store that I'm in.
So you placed an order with a booster.
Yes,
What was the something that you needed?
I needed a camera.
A camera. So you said, hey, go steal a camera, and I'll pay you for it.
No, I don't know how he got it. I'm not saying, I don't know whether they steal it or not. Loss prevention person, she's standing by the door. The door is open. She says to me, you know what? I'm so sick of you niggers coming in our store stealing. She says the only way that you'll leave here is with a sprung door. She rocks the door like this.
The door broke off your car. She grabbed the wig off your head.
Yeah.
Never need that when she comes home. She'll never have to worry.
Here's what we're gonna do. We got you to come here. This is step one, to get her off the streets. You know you shouldn't be out there. I don't want you out there. So I want to ask you, who would you rather go with, your mom or your sister?
Honestly, my sister, because my mom's gonna go back.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful here, but I truly believe as soon as you leave the stage, you're gonna go back and be with Will anyways. I
No.
I do. So really, honestly, why don't you go be with Will right now? Go be with him.
No problem.
Anything we could do to help you, please let us know. Let's take this girl, let's get her the help she needs.
So as I back slowly, the door touches her, but she falls down. She's laying on the ground, flopping around like a big whale, screaming, oh my God, my legs are broke, both of my legs are broke.
Your daughter is
Biracial.
biracial, okay? So you're saying this has nothing to do with somebody's skin color?
Never.
Okay.
Never did.
Okay.
And I busted more white people than anybody else.
You were wrong, and you know you were wrong. You whether somebody gave you the camera or didn't, you know the camera's stolen. You're asking somebody to steal for you. It's just as wrong as if you're stealing it yourself. Sometimes you have to weigh the consequences of what's going to happen and say, you know what, if you're chasing a speeding car and there's kids in the street, you say, let the car go, I'll get them the next day. You know, you had her on videotape, you can get the license plates to the car, let her take the camera, you know, let's send the police to her house, let her get
Just
back.
let her steal.
No, you don't let them steal, but what would you say, the cut on your leg, knocked to the ground, almost being killed like you said yourself, is it worth it over a stolen camera? Did you accuse Jacqueline of stealing because she is black? You answered no. You told the truth. Did you ever use a racial slur towards Jackie? You answered no. You told the truth. Did you actually witness Jacqueline steal the camera off a shelf? You answered yes. You told the truth. Did you steal a camera from the department store Kay was working at? You said yes, you confessed.
Yes, I did.
Oh, well, what the hell?
Did you intentionally try to run Kay over with your car? You said yes.
What the hell am I doing here?